Echeveria has a large genus, with approximately 150 species. Native from Texas to Central America. They are popular among florists, interior decorators, wedding planners and gardeners because of its stunning shapes and colors. They are also one of the most prolific types of succulents, and can bloom several times a year under the right growing conditions. Echeverias are some of the easiest plants to care for as they require very little attention. They are great for gardeners of all skill levels including beginners. They are low maintenance. They are versatile plants that can tolerate growing both indoors and outdoors. But most of the echeverias are not frost tolerant and will not survive outdoors through cold winters. Echeveria is a genus of flower-shaped succulents. The leaves are fleshy and have a waxy cuticle on the exterior. Often the leaves are colored and firm to touch. But be careful when you touch, it can mark the skin and leave marks. Echeverias look good in spring due to fresh new growth, but autumn is when they attain their best color. In summer the leaves can be weak and brittle. Care instructions. For the soil. Soil needs to be well draining. Use a cactus potting soil or make your own soil mix by using perlite and coarse sand. When you decided to plant in a pot, terracotta pot is the best, because it dries faster than other plastic or glazed containers. For the water. The most important part of echeveria care is watering. The biggest issue with the succulents is overwatering. Provide moderate amounts of water in the hot, dry season. Let the soil dry out completely before you irrigate again. Potted plants should not be left in a wet saucer. Soft rots and root rot issues occur when the plant is too wet. When echeverias are actively growing, keep soil moist. When they're dormant, keep it on the dry side. In winter, water sparingly every 2 weeks. For sun exposure, Echeverias require bright light. Direct to partial sun. But be careful with direct sunlight, especially during hot weather. Direct sun can cause sunburn. Use agri-fabric sunblock during summer. It can also grow in partial shade. For indoors, place in a bright light section of your house. For the fertilizer, they like rich soil. Repot every year or two. Less often when plants are mature. If you use ready-made cactus mixed, don't fertilize the first year. Feed when the plants are actively growing, but not in autumn in order to heighten color. Don't fertilize when they're really pretty. Don't use anything that's more than 5% nitrogen, or the plants will grow awkward. Quit in fall and winter. You can feed on spring and summer. For the propagation, Echeveria can be propagated by leaf or by the offsets. They produce offsets or baby plants nestled against the mother rosette. Just break the little rosette away from the mother plant and replant. In propagating leaf, simply lay the leaf on the surface of the soil. It will root within a few weeks, and soon a small rosette will grow next to the rooted leaf. The leaf will dry up and crumble off of the new plant. Let the cut part dry and develop a thin layer of skin grow over the moist sap. The thin layer of skin into the cut part will prevent the leaf to be infected by the soil. This can take few days to 2 weeks. Then plant it into a well-drained soil. Keep the soil moist, but do not soak. Don't worry if the leaf shrinks and dry up as it develops roots. For repotting, Echeveria has a shallow root system that likes to spread out close to the surface. As the plant grows and needs repotting, move up to a wider pot, rather than a deeper one. For the temperature, ideal daytime temperature is on 70 degrees Fahrenheit. for nighttime is 40 to 60 Fahrenheit. They can't handle soil temperature above 100 degree Fahrenheit or below 32 degree Fahrenheit. They like to cool off at night. For the plant size, the Echeveria succulent plant is slow-growing and usually doesn't exceed 12 inches or 30 centimeters in height or spread. For the bloom period, the main flowering time is spring, but some species can also bloom at other times of the year. Tips: protect the plants from freezing temperatures and store potted plants indoors in winter. The plants do not need pruning, but you may pinch off damaged or errant growth as needed. In winter, plants go dormant and dry lower leaves hug the stem to protect it from cold. Wait until spring to remove dead leaves and tidy the plant. Echeverias do best in dry air and dislike high humidity. Good air circulation keeps pests from settling in. Protect your Echeverias from intense summer sun, hail, excessive rain and humidity. Most Echeverias can handle some frost, but none can do well in desert heat. Echeverias grow in the direction of greatest light. They may become unbalanced. For even exposure, rotate the pot 180 degrees often. Reintroduce such etiolated plants to greater sun gradually. The longer, thicker, and older an Echeveria's trunk, the smaller the rosette at the tip will be. Behead an Echeveria when the rosette is still large in proportion to the stem. Once it's thick and woody, it's not as likely as a green stem to produce roots or offsets. An Echeveria's color and shape may vary depending on how old it is, the time of year, and the direction, duration and intensity of the sun's rays. This makes difficult to ID the Echeverias, especially since many cultivars look alike and may be closely related. I hope you learned from this video. Press subscribe and share to support my channel. Press the bell button to be notified with my upcoming videos. Thank you.